Let's take a look at how students can use Read and Write for Google Chrome inside Smart Learning Suite. So let's get started. You can see on my screen, I have just a student sitting there with a blank page there, and I have my teacher screen on the left. I'm just going to go add new. We're going to make just a Google Slides. I just want to keep this as realistic as possible. And maybe on my Google slide, let's get rid of that. We'll just make a single question on here. We're going to say, I'm going to change my layout. So I'll say, question of the day. And I'll say, tell me a little bit about how you spent your time this weekend. Okay, and now I want my students to be able to respond below this question in Smart Learning Suite. So I'm just going to get rid of that. And let's call it question of the day up here. So now I have that sitting in my Google Drive. So I'll go down to my recents. There we go. There's my question of the day. So I'm going to right click on here and say open with Smart Learning Suite. Now, the first thing I need to do is make sure that I set it up as an individual activity so that my student here, Amanda, will be able to write on it herself. So we'll wait for that to set up. Here we go. So tell me a little bit about how you spent your time this weekend. At the bottom of the page here, I can click on Convert to Activity and make it an individual handout activity. Say finish editing. Okay, so now when my student is logged in here, all she has to do is click on Start. And the teacher can click on Student Progress. And as the students log in, the teacher will see their names populate the top, and the teacher will be able to dip in and out of each students' work to see how they're doing at that particular moment. So here we are, question of the day. Tell me how you spent your time this weekend. I can now go in here, click on the big letter A, and I can type in here and I can say, I had a great time at home playing board games with my family. And I can take what I've said, I can move it around, etc. But let's say your student is not good at typing, perhaps they're a little bit younger, or this is too formal of an activity for them. They can also use Read and Write for Google. So I'll click on that letter again and click here because that creates my text box. And of course, I can also change my font. There's a little bit of choice. I can change the size. I can change the color. I can change whether it's centered or not, various things. So anyway, once I click in here, I can click up to Read and Write for Google up at the top of my screen. So on the little puzzle piece, click on Read and Write for Google Chrome. Oops. And if it doesn't show right away, just click it again. You might find you have to check it off, but it will turn up. So now that the toolbar has appeared, now I can click on Talk and Type, which is the one that looks like a little headset. And as long as my cursor is in the box, it will type what I say. So let's see if any of this turns up. And as long as my cursor is in the box, it will type what I say. So let's see if any, see, it's like magic. I'm going to try that one more time. Oh, right. The other thing is, because this has the purple line under it, it means that it's active right now. So as soon as I click, I don't have to double click in the box. As soon as I click anywhere, I think the writing will start to appear. Let's give that a try. So I'll click once. Now, as soon as I talk, oh, the whole thing has been recorded, and here it is. Okay. And I need to remember to click the blue letter first. Done.